Welcome to the heart of European beauty, where the splendor of nature blends with the magic of history, and where ancient stones tell stories spanning thousands of years. This is Italy, the land of art, flavor, and eternal passion. From the majestic Alps in the north to the warm shores of the Mediterranean in the south, and from the historic streets of Rome to the dreamy canals of Venice, Italy is more than just a travel destination. It is a journey through time and an adventure within a living masterpiece. Here, you will find cities that gave birth to the greatest artists, villages that preserve the secrets of the Middle Ages, and kitchens serving the most exquisite flavors in the world. Italy, where the past meets the present in a magical harmony unlike any other. Rome, the capital of Italy, is a city of timeless history and art. Located in the heart of the Italian peninsula on the banks of the Tiber River, it blends ancient civilizations with modern city life. Known as the City of a Thousand Faces, visitors can explore the famous Colosseum, the tiny Vatican City with St. Peter's Basilica, and the masterpieces of the Vatican museums, as well as beautiful squares and historic fountains like the Trevi Fountain. Rome is not just an open-air museum, it is a living experience, where art and beauty breathe through every street and corner. The city perfectly combines authentic Italian culture with the charm of everyday life, offering an unforgettable tourist journey. Florence, a city nestled in the heart of Tuscany. Along the banks of the Arno River, known as the birthplace of the Renaissance and one of the greatest centers of art and culture in the world. It is a city where history lives within its walls and creativity breathes through every street and corner. Since the Middle Ages, Florence has played a vital role in shaping European civilization. It was home to powerful families such as the Medici, who patronized the arts and sciences, and to legendary artists like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Botticelli, whose masterpieces still enchant visitors today. At the heart of the city stands the magnificent cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore, crowned with Brunelleschi's iconic dome, a true marvel of architecture. Not far away lies the historic Ponte Vecchio, a bridge where time seems to stand still, lined with ancient goldsmith shops overlooking the Arno River. Florence's museums are treasures in themselves. The Uffizi Gallery houses timeless masterpieces, such as Botticelli's The Birth of Venus and works by Raphael and Leonardo da Vinci. In the Accademia Gallery, Michelangelo's David stands tall, a symbol of human strength and beauty. But Florence is more than just art and monuments. It is a living experience. Its narrow cobblestone streets, charming cafes infused with the aroma of Italian coffee, bustling markets filled with traditional leather goods, and trattorias serving Tuscan specialties, like the famous bistecca alla Fiorentina, all make the city unforgettable. And when the sun sets, painting the sky with warm colors that reflect on the Arno River, the city transforms into a poetic scene that captures the soul. In that moment, you realize Florence is not just a tourist destination, but a city that lives forever in the heart and memory. An eternal blend of history, beauty, past and present. One of the world's most inspiring cities. The Amalfi Coast, the jewel of southern Italy. A breathtaking stretch along the Tyrrhenian Sea, considered one of the most beautiful coastlines in the world. With its dramatic cliffs, turquoise waters, and colorful villages clinging to the mountainside, it feels like a scene straight out of a dream. The coast is not just a destination. It's an experience where unspoiled nature, rich history, and authentic Italian culture come together. Villages like Positano, with its pastel-colored houses cascading down the cliffs, Amalfi with its historic cathedral, and Ravello perched high above the sea with stunning panoramic views, all form a living masterpiece. Along the winding coastal road, you'll find lemon terraces, olive groves, and charming trattorias serving the freshest seafood. The taste of the local limoncello alone is enough to create an unforgettable memory. And when the sun sets over the horizon, painting the sky with golden and orange hues reflected in the sea, you realize that the Amalfi Coast is not just a place to visit. It's a dream etched forever in the heart. Cinque Terre, meaning the five lands, is a string of 5 enchanting coastal villages along the Ligurian coast of northern Italy. Famous for their brightly colored houses perched on rugged cliffs overlooking the sea, they create a breathtaking panorama unlike anywhere else in the world. The 5 villages are Monterosso, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manarola, and Riomaggiore. Each has its own charm. The sandy beaches of Monterosso, the picturesque harbor of Vernazza lined with cafes, the terraced vineyards of Corniglia, and the iconic views of Manarola and Riomaggiore, 2 of the most photographed villages in Italy. Cinque Terre is not just a destination, it's an adventure. Visitors can hike scenic trails like the famous Via dell'Amore, Path of Love, sail between the villages, or savor fresh seafood paired with the region's renowned local wines. And as the sun sets behind the hills, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, the colors reflect off the sea and the vibrant houses, turning Cinque Terre into a living masterpiece. Lake Como, the jewel of northern Italy, nestled at the foothills of the Alps and considered one of the most beautiful lakes in the world. With its unique inverted Y shape, it is surrounded by lush mountains, elegant villages, and historic villas that echo the grandeur of past centuries. For centuries, Lake Como has been a retreat for nobles, artists, and celebrities, and it continues to hold its timeless charm today. Along its shores lie enchanting towns such as Bellagio, known as the Pearl of the Lake, Varenna with its colorful houses and lush gardens, and Como, the main town rich with history and stunning architecture. A boat ride across the lake is a must, offering breathtaking views of elegant villas like Villa Carlotta with its blooming gardens, or the serene charm of small villages overlooking the crystal-clear waters. Here, nature and Italian elegance come together. Chic cafes line the waterfront, gourmet restaurants serve northern Italian delicacies, and as the sun sets, the lake transforms into a romantic painting, with golden and orange hues shimmering on the water's surface. Lake Como is not just a lake. It is an unforgettable Italian experience where nature, art, and beauty converge. Pompeii, a Roman city that once thrived more than 2,000 years ago, nestled at the foot of Mount Vesuvius near the Bay of Naples. In 79 AD, the volcano erupted violently, covering the entire city with ash and lava, freezing time and preserving life as it was. Visitors can walk along its ancient stone-paved streets, explore houses, temples, and theaters that remain astonishingly intact, and admire the frescoes and wall paintings that still tell the stories of its people. A rare glimpse it offers into the daily life of the Romans. Public baths, bakeries, taverns, and even graffiti left on the walls. Every corner reveals details of a civilization suddenly halted yet never forgotten. A visit to Pompeii is more than a tourist experience. It is a journey back in time, to a city once full of life and energy, now standing as an eternal witness to the power of nature and the grandeur. Tuscany, the beating heart of Italy. A region where breathtaking landscapes, rich history, and timeless art come together. Rolling golden hills covered with vineyards and olive groves create endless natural masterpieces. It is the perfect destination for those seeking beauty, tranquility, and the roots of Italian culture. Tuscany is not only about nature, it is the cradle of the Renaissance. Its capital, Florence, is known as an open-air museum, the birthplace of great masters like Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. The medieval city of Siena enchants with its cobblestone streets and the famous Piazza del Campo. Charming villages add to the magic: San Gimignano with its medieval towers, or Pisa, home to the world-famous Leaning Tower. Between these towns and villages, Tuscany's vineyards produce some of Italy's finest wines, such as Chianti, offering visitors an authentic experience among fields and farms. Tuscany is also a paradise for food lovers. From the iconic Florentine steak to extra virgin olive oil and handmade pasta, every meal is served with rustic charm that makes dining unforgettable. And as the sun sets over the Tuscan hills, painting the sky with warm shades of orange and gold, you realize you are living a timeless moment in a place where history, art, and nature exist. Capri, the jewel of the Tyrrhenian Sea, a legendary island off the Bay of Naples in southern Italy. Since ancient times, Capri has been a retreat for Roman emperors, artists, and celebrities, and today it continues to enchant visitors with its timeless charm. The island's beauty is breathtaking. From the famous Blue Grotto, where the sea glows in magical shades of blue, to the dramatic cliffs plunging into the crystal-clear waters. The iconic Faraglione rocks, rising proudly from the sea, have become Capri's natural symbol. In the main town, narrow cobblestone streets are filled with chic cafes and luxury boutiques, blending authentic Italian charm with international elegance. The quieter town of Anacapri offers a more peaceful escape, with panoramic views from Monte Solaro, the island's highest point. Capri is also a paradise for food lovers. Fresh Mediterranean seafood and local delicacies like torta caprese delight every palate. And as the sun sets, painting the horizon in golden and orange hues, the island turns into a living masterpiece of nature. Capri is not just an island. It is a dream of beauty, luxury, and history brought to life.
Milan, the city of elegance and modernity, the beating heart of northern Italy. Known as a global capital of fashion, finance, and art, Milan perfectly blends historical heritage with cutting-edge innovation. At the city's core stands the magnificent Duomo di Milano, one of the greatest Gothic cathedrals in the world, with its breathtaking facade and intricate spires overlooking the skyline. Nearby lies the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II, Europe's oldest and most glamorous shopping gallery, showcasing the very essence of Italian style. But Milan is more than fashion and shopping. It is also a hub of art and culture. Here you can admire Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece, The Last Supper, one of the most iconic artworks in history. The city is also home to the legendary La Scala Opera House, where music and drama have echoed for centuries. Modern Milan rises in its futuristic skyline, with landmarks like the Bosco Verticale, vertical forest, symbolizing harmony between architecture and nature. And beyond its fast-paced lifestyle, Milan retains its Italian warmth through its vibrant cafes and restaurants serving Lombardy's culinary treasures, such as risotto alla Milanese. Milan is a city that never sleeps, writing its story between a glorious past and a dynamic future, one of Europe's most dazzling destinations.